What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I will be applying backgrounds to the Rxb race bike build. I already had some backgrounds sent out from my sponsor Bike Graphics, but we got the colorways kind of backwards, but it worked out perfect because I do have the white rear fender section, so those graphics that they sent me applied to those, and now I have the ones that are going to go on the black ones, so it always works out because we have some spares. So in today's video I'm going to be applying those backgrounds to the rear section, and then I'm waiting on a new front plate to come in because I only had one front plate and I got the other graphics on that one already, so it doesn't make any sense to take them off and then put the new ones on the front plate and then have no front plate. So I'm gonna show you guys what we're working with, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll apply some graphics, and then I will give you guys an update on what we've done to the bike that you haven't seen so far, other than following me on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that. So without rambling, let's get into it. Alright, so there is the first set that got sent out. Those are, the colors were reversed. This was supposed to be black, and then all the lines and stuff were supposed to be orange. But see, it worked out perfect because this and the orange and stuff ties in perfectly into the white. And then here's the front plate right here. This part was supposed to be orange. This part was supposed to be black. It's a minor mistake. And with them being a great sponsor of mine, I went ahead and I got in touch with Sarah over at Bike Graphics, and she sent me some out, and it actually came literally within a day. We got this taken care of on Friday, and yesterday, which was Sunday, the stuff came in. So there is what that'll look like, and that'll be a whole spare for me right there, because it doesn't matter if I put the white section or the black section on, but it does look damn good. Here is the new updated version of the numbers right here, and it also came with some little all black mini plates. The other ones look exactly like the front plate that I have on right now, but we will be able to put the side panels and stuff on. We just won't be able to put the front number plate on until my new plate comes in. It's on order already. It's shipping out. It should be here sometime this week, and then I'll go ahead and do that, and then by then we'll have our triple clamps in, and we'll have our front end mocked up, because I do have the forks and stuff sitting right here. I got the wheel. I got to get Dunlop to send me out some tires. But yeah, we will have our front end and stuff on. But there's those numbers right there. Let's go ahead and get these ones put on the black side panels, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like from there, and then I'll give you guys an update on everything I've done to the bike since the last video.
Everything about you.
Alright, so these are the KTM 65 graphics background. They'll take the same for the radiator shrouds, which I do have on the way from Bike Graphics indeed. They are not 100%. There will be a little bit of trimming involved, which on the first set, all I had to do really was trim off some of the bottom. I'm going to try to get this one as close as possible without having to trim. So what you're going to do is you're going to get it lined up just about perfect, which is probably going to be about right there, because once you add the other piece, which they come in two parts because of that dip in the plastics. Let's see, we'll get it right there. This part, the back part is almost perfect. It's about as perfect as it's going to get. So that'll be right there. And I'm not sure if I want to put the back on first. I think I'm going to go ahead and start by putting the back part on first, but just because I know I can get that lined up, and then I can work my way from there. Yep, and there goes my cell phone. Top part, because I know where that part goes. Right there. Take our time and work our air bubbles out. And it's fairly easy. fairly easy, especially with the material and stuff that Bike Graphics uses. It makes it a lot. All right, we're gonna have to change our angle just a bit. Change the angle just a bit. There we go. And like I said, there will be a little bit of trimming, but not too much. So that's pretty good. All right, just like that, our back section is on. We're gonna put our front on, and then we're gonna work our way up from there. So let's go ahead and grab that and that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put that one right there, and I guess we'll scoot this one down in the rear. So, all right, that's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and take this part off and scoot it down some. All right, there should be good. Take our front part off and kind of. Alright, let's get the backing off the front section. Alright, and since this one's a lot bigger, I gotta be a lot more careful. It makes it harder to tear this sucker off and mess up. Now that looks damn good. It's really good. So what we're gonna have to do now is we'll take our razor blade and we'll go through and we'll trim out this little front piece, and then there's some at the bottom. The rear should be fine. The rear sits on there just right, especially how I want it. When my shrouds come in, we'll see where it lines up, because this overlaps just a little bit, and you could press real hard and trace the line to cut that out right there. But for now, all we have to do is just trim this little flap right here, and I will call that one a day. All right, like I said before, it's not going to be exactly perfect. You got to do some trimming. Literally cut off like 4 or 5 little itty bitty pieces, like small enough that you can't even notice. And then in the front, what I did is I used my RC body Lexan scissors. They're curved. They kind of get that curve right there with the plastic curves. And then this part folds over. But other than that, she is on. Now, it's not going to line up exactly perfect, so don't be discouraged to put graphics on your RXBs for you guys out there with the RXB 150s. And I'm not too sure about the 250s, so do not quote me on that. But for the RXB 150s, it's KTM 65 graphics. These are the backgrounds for it. My shrouds should be in sometime this week, and then we'll get that. You'll probably have to do just a minor trim right there with the razor blade right along the crease with the plastics connecting right there. It'll make it a lot easier. But we have this side on. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm not going to bore you guys and show you the finicky process of that. But there it is. It lines up. It looks a whole lot better with the black one on here. And then the other one looks really better with on the white rear end. But there it is. This is it right here. I will be back in a second. Well, a couple minutes for me, a second for you guys. And then I'll show you guys what it looks like with it on in like a detailed view. And then we'll go over what I've done to the bike since the last time you saw it. All right, I got the other side done, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this side. There, that is right there. And the other side didn't require as much cutting and trimming and stuff like I said as well. But now we have our numbers on our back rear end, and we also have our numbers on our white rear end, so we can swap out within different races. I'm waiting on my front plate so I can put the other front one on. The front fits perfect, no trimming at all. I cut it right here I made a slit because I'm gonna have to open that up anyways to put the bolt in to the triple clamps. But there's the white one right there for those you want to see it in reference. And then there is the black rear end. Looks so much better. I think the black ties in perfect with the rear end. So I'm really glad, and I can't thank Bike Graphics enough. I'm going to put their link in the description down below. If you guys need any graphic needs for your bikes, check them out. They are running a special right now, 20% off. You can learn more about it at the website. But there it is. She's looking pretty beastie. You know, not even gonna lie, it's amazing what just numbers can do to a bike. This is just the backgrounds. We haven't even got our shroud graphics on yet, but it already gives this bike so much more character. It makes it look a lot meaner, and the bike's not even complete yet. But like I promised at the beginning, I'm gonna walk you guys through some of the stuff that I've done to the bike since you've last saw it. It's a lot of knick-knack stuff, and nothing too fancy, but we do have a lot of stuff coming in today. Mainly the heart of this beast is coming in. I'm going to be doing some taking apart of that. I probably won't do it on video because it'll be the first time me doing it. But I'm going to be going over that, adding some accessories to that, and getting ready to throw it in the bike. Waiting on my triple clamps to come in. We're going to mock the front end up on the bike. Then we're going to get these wheels sent off. We're going to get our tires in. We're going to get this thing rolling and ready for Mini X Nationals in Oklahoma in February. That will be the first race. The plan was to go out to the Jason Anderson Classic, the Team Fried Classic, whatever it is, in Edgewood. But we're not going to make that event, so we're going to set our sights on Oklahoma. This bike will be at Mini X Nationals, so for those of you going out there, we will see you there. But I'm going to get into what I've done to the bike so far, and then that'll be the end of this shindig video right here. Alright, so since you last saw the bike, obviously I went ahead and I ordered a rear section for it. I also got a seat cover. This is a custom seat cover. It's a universal one. It actually was only $16 on Amazon, so you can't really beat that. It trimmed out perfect. There was a lot of cutting and stapling and cussing and fighting involved, but I went ahead and I got it done. There's some spots that when I take the seat back off, I got to go ahead and trim out and restaple, but it came out pretty pristine. We went ahead and I got a CNC gas cap because that plastic one, I didn't want to take a fall and crack it, but now I got to worry about taking a spill and cracking the tank. But these tanks are only 35 bucks, so I'm going to order a couple of those to have one spare. It came with the fancy little vent cap, which I ordered separately for the plastic tank, so now I have a spare of that as well. Banjo bolts. I did have the titanium banjo bolts in, but I found somebody who had the anodized ones here in America, so I went ahead and ordered banjo bolts for this bad boy. I think it gives it a lot more character. I also have it on the front brake caliper and front brake master cylinder as well. But there she is right there. We went ahead and we got a D&M rear shock. This is the 11-inch, 295 millimeter. I got the 850-pound spring. She is in there. She has the adjustable at the bottom. I'm not sure if I've already shown you guys that, but like I said, a lot of you follow me on Instagram, and a lot of you are in the forums on Facebook, so I wasn't too sure. I went ahead and I was able to grind down and make actual KTM oversized anodized orange pegs fit the bike. They came out really, really good. There is a couple nicks and scratches, but that comes with a lot of fab work. But these are some really good oversized pegs. They have some nice bite to them. They're really hard to bend back, so I don't have to worry about those going anywhere. The other side was a real hassle. This is when you can tell that this was the first one I did. I got some nick marks from putting it in the vise. Even though I should have used soft jaws, I just wrapped it around in a towel. But I really don't care about the imperfection of it. Yeah, sure, I can order another set. They were only 30 bucks. But what I'm really worried about is them functioning, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do their job. If you haven't already seen, we have titanium hardware all over the bike. I went ahead and put titanium hardware everywhere, even on the plastics. This whole thing is going to get titanium hardware everywhere, and it already has it. I got rid of the funky green chain guard, and I got rid of the green axle blocks. I still have them. I just took them off because it didn't complement anything on the bike. This bike was supposed to be another color. But yeah, that is pretty much it so far. What can I say? The bike is turning out good. She's a spicy girl. She is looking nice, lean, and mean. I cannot wait to get this thing on the track. I did some riding over the weekend thanks to my buddy Blake Rickman. I went out and rode River Valley MX in Boyd, Texas, and it reminded me that I have not been on the track in a good while. My body is still sore. We put in a couple good motos. It was real fun. I can't wait to get out there on my own bike. That way I don't have to hesitate, because you never really want to go full blast on somebody else's bike, you know, damages and stuff like that. You don't want to wreck or injure yourself because you don't know that bike. But with this bike, I'm going to go balls to the wall. I'm going to take it easy the first couple times we go out. You guys will see it. I'll probably do some GoPro footage, probably do some drone footage, some other stuff. But yeah, she is coming out real mean right now. I'm going to go inside and look at some exhaust, because our motor is arriving, but we don't have an exhaust. So I'm going to go ahead and find what exhaust suits the bike better. I'll probably order maybe 2 of them. That way I can kind of choose in between. But yeah, I'm going to do some more research on that. This is the Orion Rxb race bike build. She is coming along. I'm waiting on my front plate, and then we can go ahead and get that front plate mounted up. And then by then, like I said, the triple clamps should be in, because I do have the front end sitting here. That's all it's waiting for, is the triple clamps. And then I'm going to get these wheels and stuff sent off. I do have some orange brake hose, gas line and stuff. I'm not going to be using those filters. Oh yeah. Let me show you what else we got. Forgot about some of the goodies. Like I said, we have the orange banjo bolts and stuff on the brakes. As you guys seen it before, we have the upgraded HD calipers. But Mika Metals, which has been a long-time sponsor of mine, and ODI, which has been a long-time sponsor of mine, have got the bars hooked up. We got the Pitbike lows. And then also, I went ahead and ordered some anodized orange brake levers and clutch lever. We have the aluminum housing throttle. And then for the master caliper, I just repainted it. I painted the top and then I sanded it down. That looks pretty good. It's pretty decent. But we do have our Pitbike lows. Once our triple clamp comes in, we'll get those mocked up, mounted to the front end, and you guys will see that. But as for bars, we have that taken care of. And for those of you who are wondering, that's what we'll be running. We'll be running our Mika Metal Pitbike lows, the same I run on all my builds. I had them on the Apollo, and I really enjoy these bars. I recommend them to anybody. I'll go ahead and link them down below too, so you guys can go get you a set while they're in stock, because these things go quick. Alright guys, once again, I appreciate you guys for even clicking on the channel and watching. If you guys haven't seen it, I changed the name from Token Moto 191, which is my number, because that could change at any given day, especially if we get in the series, to Token Moto Racing. So I went ahead and had some merch made. Right now, only me and my wifey have it, but if it's something you guys like, if the channel grows even bigger, then I'll go ahead and I'll put out some shirts. I might make a couple extras, so when we go out to like Oklahoma, we can give some away. Maybe to some of the younger kids who watch the channel, who are inspired and want to build their own bikes and get into this, because that's really what I do it for. I don't do it for money, because this channel is not monetized. I just do it to inspire people, because a lot of people make it seem like you have to buy a $4,000 overpriced BBR or KLX or CRF and do it like that, but you can build a China bike. It is very, very possible. This is a China bike. I mean, Orion's here in Texas, but it is a China bike, and it's going to get out on the track and it's going to smoke some people, not only because the bike is well built and because of my riding skills, but because anything is possible. So I will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. Either way, I appreciate you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I will see you guys in the next one when we mock that front end up and then start discussing more of the motor and exhaust. And then from there, it's track time, baby.